And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 between the TBC Eagles and the Nighthawks from Thomas University. Little quick start on us, but that's all right. Ball game's underway, and there's the first pitch down low for ball one. On the mound for the TBC Eagles, freshman Michael Davis, and a line drive down the right field line. That's going to head to the corner. Runner around first on his way to second, and that's a leadoff double for center fielder Rodwell Munoz. So a rude greeting Munoz gave Davis, and the Nighthawks have the leadoff man aboard. Nobody out. Munoz at second base. Jason Zemichowski, the shortstop. He is batting for the Thomas University Nighthawks. TBC Eagles won game one, 7-4. Mark Rogers, a game-winning RBI with a two-run homer in the third. A bunt back to the box, and everybody's going to be safe. And the Nighthawks off to a quick start. Have runners at the corners with nobody out. Brings up Rains Plant, the designated hitter. He is followed by third baseman Brad Toxin. Batting fifth will be second baseman Turner Maddox. Jake Bryan will bat sixth. He's at first base. Chandler Skelly, the catcher, will bat seventh. Right fielder Luis Torres, he bats eighth. And batting ninth, left fielder Jacob Patterson. Michael Davis in a jam. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And his first pitch misses upstairs.
Finish it, 40. Here you go. It's time to go to work.
Parker Lafferty, the battery mate of Davis. He'll be leading off for the Eagles in the bottom of the first. 1 ball, no strikes, runners on the move, and a chopper towards first and foul down the right side. Count even at a ball and a strike. In case you just joined us, Rodwell Munoz doubled to start the game. That was right down the right field line. And then a bunt single by Jason Zemichowski puts runners at the corners. Nobody out. That's all so far. Runner on the move and a long drive towards right center field. Well hit, way back, and it's going to one-hop the fence. 1 run is in. Here comes Zemichowski around third. He will head to the plate. That's a 2-run double for Rains Plant, and Thomas leads 2-0. That ball looked like it had a chance to get up and over the fence. It one-hopped and drove in 2 runs. Zemichowski was on the move, so no chance for the defense to get the runner at the plate or keep him at third. And with nobody out, 2 runs already in, Brad Toxin, the cleanup hitter, the third baseman, is at the plate with a runner at second. Plant at second. Davis delivers and misses low. And outside for ball one. Brand new view as we're in this absolutely beautiful brand new press box here at TBC Baseball Complex. 1 ball, no strikes. Davis checks the runner. A big lead in a secondary, and the first pitch is at the top of the zone, or second pitch rather, and a count of 1-1 on Brad Toxin. Toxin comes into today's play hitting .310 with 14 runs driven in, and he has a man in scoring position. Jamikowski just drove in RBIs 12 and 13 on the season. There's a ground ball towards short. That should be an easy play to first in time for the out. Mark Rogers, who homered in game number 1, and that turned out to be the game-winning RBIs. He makes the play, and with 1 away, Turner Maddox will have a chance to drive in the run. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, back on the camera once again here at TBC Eagles Athletics on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Davis steps off, had a really rough start. The first 3 hitters all reached, and 2 of them have already scored. 1 out, and this pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. We get a great view of the top and the bottom of the zone, but from up here where we are, it's tough to tell the close pitches inside and outside. Bear with us. This is an absolutely beautiful press box. Of course, Trinity Christian Academy also plays here. We're going to do their ball game tonight as well, following this one. Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. The TCA Conquerors are playing the Max Preps #1 team in the nation tonight, Orange Park, Florida's St. John's Country Day School. Well, the TCA Conquerors are going to have their hands full with the #1 team tonight. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a pitch driven towards right center field. That ball is going to get down for a hit. Plant had to make sure that ball would not be caught. And runners at the corners again, this time with 1 out. And it brings up first baseman Jake Bryan. Bryan heading to the plate. Has runners at the corners, and again, only 1 out. He's hitting .246 entering play today. Of course, these numbers are not including game 1. I was not able to make that game, so I didn't quite catch everything to let you know. And a pitch, chopper towards third. Throw to second for 1, and it's into right field, and a run will score. Another runner on his way to third. Plant crosses, and it's 3-0. Maddox was advancing to second on the play. Eagles with a big miscue to allow a run to score and put runners back at the corners. There's only 1 out. That will be an RBI, fielder's choice, credited to Bryan, and it brings up catcher Chandler Skelly. That'll be an error on the third baseman.
Be big right here. Be big.
So we'll give you the Eagles batting order in the bottom of the first. Davis delivers, and it's in there for a strike.
Mike, stay big.
3 runs already in. Nighthawks are still batting in the first with only 1 out. Runners at first and third. 0-1 and the pitch misses down low, and the count is even at 1-1.
Average.
1 ball, 1 strike. Davis delivers, and this one misses in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Count remains 1-1. Davis winds and delivers another chopper. Rogers is going to field this one. Flipped to second for 1, and he had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove, and that was enough time to keep the double play from happening. Maddox scores, and a couple of unearned runs have crossed the plate, making the lead 4-0 for Thomas. Fielder's choice and an RBI for Skelly. Bryan is cut down at second. There's a runner at first with 2 outs. 6-4 on the putout. Luis Torres, a right fielder at the plate. Batting .231 coming into today's play. No homers and 8 runs driven in. Davis winds and delivers. There's a drive headed towards right field. That ball is going to be tracked down and caught on a really nice running play. However, 4 runs score, only 2 of them earned. E.J. Alvarez making a great grab in right center field to keep Moore from crossing. We go to the bottom of the first. Thomas with a quick 4-0 lead. Well, the Nighthawks had themselves a really nice first inning. 4 runs on 4 hits. Only 2 of those runs earned, and they came out swinging the bats. Well, Eagles won the first game, scoring 7 times. The final score was 7-4, and they're going to have to come from behind. They want a chance to sweep this doubleheader. Catcher Parker Laffrey will lead things off, followed by second baseman Elvin Granado and shortstop Mark Rogers. Middle of the batting order, Will Van Sickle will bat 4th. He's at first base. Noah Harder, who got the save on the mound in Game 1, he will bat 5th and play 3rd base. E.J. Alvarez will bat 6th. He's in right. Batting 7th is center fielder Colby Kennedy. Patrick Chevron will bat 8th. He is a designated hitter. And Dylan Owens rounds out the batting order. He is batting 9th. This is our first home game of the season, the doubleheader here today. We've had a few scheduled that had to be postponed and canceled. So this is our first chance to bring you TBC Eagles baseball. First pitch to Laffrey is in the dirt. And doing the pitching for the Nighthawks, wearing number 9, that is Austin Langston. This is his 4th appearance. First start, an ERA of 3.00. Here is the pitch, and this one misses low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Langston, in 3 previous appearances, has pitched only a total of 3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs but 1 earned, 3 hits, walking 4, and striking out 3. 2 balls, no strikes, and Laffrey pops this one up over near the dugout. That's going to stay in play and be caught by Jake Bryan for out number 1.
You're all right.
Let's go, 7!
Well, Elvin Granado at the plate. He had himself a big time against Mississippi University last week as the Eagles took 2 out of 3 from the Owls, members of NCAA Division III. Granado at the plate. Second Eagle to bat this inning. Of course, we're only in the bottom of the first, and he takes the first pitch for ball 1. Granado's hitting .311. On base, though, at .392. He is 14 out of 45. And here is the pitch from Langston. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike. Check that, 1 ball, 1 strike. This game started quickly on me. I'm still trying to catch up on some opening activities, as now it's 2 balls and a strike.
I'm up.
No homers for Granado, 6 runs driven in.
Here goes right, kid.
Langston ready, and the 2-1 on the way, and Langston's having a little trouble finding the zone in this at-bat. Granado was 1 for 3, scored a run in Game 1 earlier today, also drew himself a walk. 3 balls and a strike and a pitch, driven up the middle into center field for a base hit, and Granado stung that one. No chance for Langston to snare it, and the Eagles have their first hit and first base runner of game number 2.
Now, number 11, Mark Rogers.
Mark Rogers steps in
Let's go. Here you go, 1!
with a runner at first.
Keeping 1s,
1 man out, and the first pitch is in the dirt and gets away, and that's going to allow Granado to scamper into second base, and that would be a wild pitch. Charge to Austin Langston.
Hey, let's go 1-1.
He's right there for you now.
Welcome to all our viewers here on the TBC Eagles Network on YouTube. Runner in scoring position now with 1 out for Rogers. Told you about his 2-run homer in game number 1. Batting .302 on the season, and a 1-0 pitch is swung out and driven down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Granado will score. Rogers on his way to second, and he is in there with an RBI double. Patterson had a little trouble picking it up, but Rogers never hesitated, so that will go as a 2-base hit, no error on the play, and an RBI for Rogers as Granado scores, and it's 4-1. So the Eagles looking to cut into that deficit. They gave up 4 in the first. Will Van Sickle at the plate hitting .318. No homers and 6 RBIs and a chance to tack on another.
Let's go 5.
Rogers at second. Langston checks in a couple of times and delivers. And first pitch right down the middle. And a good take for Van Sickle as pitcher Langston has had a little trouble getting the ball in the zone. And Van Sickle looking for one he can drive. Try to get this run home, and they're giving him all kinds of room if he can pull the ball down the right field line. The 0-1 with 1 out and a pitch. This one is lifted towards center field, but that's going to stay up. It's continuing to carry.
You're there. You're there.
Munoz makes the catch. Rogers tags, and that ball just kept on going. And there is a breeze heading out towards center field, and what looked like an easy catch for Rodwell Munoz turned into a catch on the run. Van Sickle gave it a ride.
Get another one.
There are 2 outs now with a runner at third for third baseman Noah Harder. He's at .409 on the season with 11 runs driven in. I believe Noah got the tournament MVP last week at the PBR Challenge. Won a game on the mound, drove in some runs, and the pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Eagles with their win today, 3-11 on the season. Thomas University now at 9-16. Eagles had a rough start to the season, but they're starting to play some pretty good baseball. Here is this pitch, and it's missed low downstairs for ball 2. 4-1 Thomas. Eagles batting at the bottom of the first. 2 outs with a runner at third. Rogers gets his lead off, and Van Sickle, or rather Noah Harder, takes ball 3 in the dirt. Harder 2 for 3, an RBI and a run scored. And again, that came in game 1. He ended up with the save. Pitch on the way, and Harder's taking all the way. 3 balls and a strike. Granado singled, advanced to second on a wild pitch, and scored on the RBI double for Mark Rogers. That's your inning summary for the Eagles so far, and Noah Harder puts a good swing on this one and follows it straight back. Now with our view up here, we do have a little bit of obstructed view down the left field line and back towards home plate. We'll do the best we can. Dean, very good on the camera. He'll get every shot he can possibly get. And Dean has already started working some camera for University of North Florida Athletics as well. Started that last weekend. 3-2 is up high, ball 4. Harder works the walk. Eagles now bring a potential tying run to the plate, and E.J. Alvarez, who does have a home run on the season, 4 runs driven in. He's hitting at .250, and a chance for him to cut down this deficit at least 1. And if he can get one into the gap with the speed of Noah Harder, that could be another run. Langston winds and delivers and misses upstairs. Now if the Eagles can be patient at the plate, they can make Langston throw some pitches out of the zone like that, and that's what happened there, and we have a timeout as we're going to have a trip to the mound.
Right here. Let's go. We need this here. Let's go. Let's go here, 3-0.
Pitching coach Michael Skelly heads out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. Well, in case you joined us late, Thomas got 4 in the top of the first. Rodwell Munoz led off with a double. Jason Zemchakowski, hopefully we're saying that correctly, bunted his way aboard. Rains Plant drove them both in with a 2-run double. An error later in the inning helped lead to 2 more runs as Plant and Maddox both scored on ground ball fielder's choices. The Eagles have come back with that run we told you about a minute ago. It's 4-1 now. Alvarez back at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Langston from the stretch delivers in the dirt. Rogers, though, did not get a good jump. Harder did, and he advances into scoring position. That's the second wild pitch of the inning, corked by Austin Langston. So now a base hit should score 2 with runners going on contact. Eagles are batting with 2 outs.
Go, kid. Let's go, kid.
2 balls, no strikes to Alvarez. And pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and he might have chased one a little bit outside. Alvarez, one of our returning players from last year, the sophomore from Live Oak, Florida, has a chance to drive in 2. He has a count of 2-1, and the pitch on the way, and he chased another one downstairs to even the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, everyone up, bro. I can't hear y'all.
Langston trying to get out of this inning with just the 1 run scoring. Eagles have 2 hits. There's also been a walk.
All y'all, get up. Let's go. Brady, get up. Let's go.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. Eagles batting in the bottom of the first.
Hey, right here, kid.
Absolutely beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Here's the pitch in the dirt and blocked well by Chandler Skelly, keeping the runners where they are, and Rogers crossing the plate. So now the count is full. Alvarez has chased 2 down low in this at-bat, and let's see if he can get one to hit. Takes the pitch from the stretch with 2nd and 3rd, and the pitch, and fouled off. Alvarez got a piece to stay alive. Eagles softball also underway. We'll try to get an update of that activity in just a little bit. They're playing Dakota College of Botany from North Dakota. Swing and a miss, and that one was up and out of the zone, and Alvarez helped out the pitcher, and that retires the side. Well, the Eagles do get a run on 2 hits, plus a walk, and they strand 2, and after 1, Thomas leads 4-1. Great news on the softball field. Trinity Baptist leads Dakota College 7-3. Mackenzie Fry has hit a 2-run homer and driven in 3 total runs. Lena Springer has an RBI triple as well. Crystal Haynes has driven in 2 runs. And a little bit more action for Eagles softball as they're playing in the first of 2 that started at 3 p.m. And let's see if the Eagles can hold on against Dakota College Botano from Botano, North Dakota. Leah Bennett, the head coach of the TBC Eagles softball team. New pitcher for Trinity Baptist here in the second, Joseph Labus, who is a Trinity Christian Academy graduate, so he's very used to this field and this high mound. And I'm telling you, this is a very high mound here at Trinity Baseball Complex. First pitch was upstairs. Jacob Patterson, the number 9 hitter, leading off the 2nd inning. And he takes ball 2 upstairs. Labus worked a few innings during that tournament last week. Did a really nice job for Coach Copeland and the TBC Eagles. The lefty delivers, and a ground ball right back to the box, but it was fouled off the batter's foot. Now, Joseph is the younger brother of Louisiana State star pitcher A.J. Labus, also a Trinity Christian Academy graduate. He's a senior and is looking to go high in the Major League Draft coming up this June. course, we know about Austin Martin, we TCA Conquerors, who's in the minor leagues for the Toronto Blue Jays right now, and he's getting his first crack at spring training. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Patterson went up and out of the zone. So Joseph Labus on the mound, throws left, bats right. Here's a 2-2, high pop-up over near the dugout and out of play. Patterson was 2 for 3 with a run scored earlier this afternoon. Trying to start things off in the top of the second. Now this is a number 9 hitter, so that tells you the Nighthawks had a pretty good first inning. And the pitch misses inside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Labus works exclusively from the stretch, and the payoff pitch on the way, and this one is grounded, or lined rather, right at Mark Rogers. That is out number 1.
You got one!
Around the outfield for the Eagles, Dylan Owens in left, Colby Kennedy in center, E.J. Alvarez in right. Third baseman Noah Harder, Mark Rogers just made that catch. He's the shortstop. Elvin Granado at second. First baseman Will Van Sickle. And here's a pitch. This one is lined into right center. That is a base hit. This is Rodwell Munoz. Took a huge turn around first, and that's his second hit of the game, and he's already scored a run. Munoz, the leadoff hitter for Thomas. 2 for 2 here in game number 2. Nothing out of 4 earlier today. Jason Ziemitkowski, 1 for 1 with a run scored. That hit was a bunt back to the box that he was able to beat without a throw, actually. First pitch coming up, and misses upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Off in the distance behind the right field fence, you might see the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors. They have their ball game tonight against the number 1 team in the nation. That one is outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Parker Laffrey, the catcher for the Eagles, and Michael Davis started on the mound, but it's now Joseph Labus. Davis, 1 inning, 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. Labus from the stretch delivers and gets one at the corner, at the knees, and it's 2-1. One strike. Davis delivers. Chopper towards third. Harder has only 1 play. He'll make it to first and get the out. Munoz looked like he slipped at the second base bag. He's all right, but he's in scoring position with 2 outs.
Number 7.
Rains Plant has himself a 2-run double to his credit. That came in the first inning, and in game 1, Plant batted just 1 time, did not record a hit. Didn't start the game, came in a little bit later on. Left-hand hitter, left-hand pitcher, 2 outs, runner at second. Labus checks the runner and delivers, and this one is in the dirt. Laffrey blocks it, runner's on the move, throw to third is not in time. That will be a wild pitch charge to Joseph Labus. Now the Nighthawks have Rodwell Munoz just 90 feet away. Plant trying to drive in his 3rd run of the afternoon. And the pitch. Good curveball from Labus. 1 ball, 1 strike. Like we said, an absolutely beautiful Tuesday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures in the mid-80s. And the pitch. Another good curveball. Plant showed bunt, didn't like it, so he took it for strike 2. Labus now 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Here is the pitch, right down the middle for strike 3. Plant disagrees, but that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 runner left. We go to the bottom of the second. Thomas leads 4-1.
Hey, chip away, chip.
of the second. Eagles have 7, 8, 9 coming up. Colby Kennedy, Patrick Chevron, and Dylan Owens. Austin Langston allowed 2 hits and an earned run in the first, but nothing else. Well, he did issue a walk, but no further damage as Colby Kennedy steps up to the plate for Trinity Baptist. On the season, only 3 attempts, no hits so far. Getting a starting opportunity. And I'm going to make a correction. Ryan Heller is at the plate. Ryan Heller drives one towards left. On its way back, got a chance, hit it. Ryan Heller with the first pitch, and I almost missed his name. That was completely my mistake. Ryan Heller has pulled the Eagles to within 2, and there was no doubt about it. First pitch swinging, got one right in his wheelhouse, and he put a charge into it. Left fielder Jacob Patterson took a few steps back, but that ball was well over the fence and almost went into the woods, which is about 25 feet past the fence. So the leadoff for Ryan Heller. Patrick Chevron now at the plate. Bases empty, nobody out. First pitch from Langston misses downstairs. Rogers homered it in the first game, and now Heller in the second. And for Heller, that's his first home run of the season and 7th run batted in. And this one is at the knees for a strike. So let's see if the Eagles can gain some momentum and cut even further into this lead. It's 4-2 right now. Here is the pitch. And a fastball in the zone for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There you go, let's go 2-1.
Heller was batting .297. He should be right about .300 after that drive, and that one is in the dirt. Now these numbers for the Eagles are up to date, including game number 1. For Thomas, I have before we started playing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chevron at the plate, and this cross is upstairs. Langston looked like he was trying to overthrow that one. Chevron has worked the count full. Here is the 3-2 payoff pitch, swung on and popped up, and this one is going to get out of play past the backstop. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, Eagles fans and teammates loving what they see to start this inning from Ryan Heller.
2-1.
And there's a ground ball towards third. That is a nice play, and a throw to first from Brad Toxin. And that retires the side. Hello, Mr. Charles Reed. I'll answer your question in just a moment. Haskew, Christmas, and Peacock were the pitchers for Thomas in game 1. Haskew, the starter, went 2 2/3, allowed 5 earned runs on 7 hits. Christmas and Peacock finished that one off. Dylan Owens at the plate. 1 out, base is empty. Owens hitting .167, 1 for 6 on the season. He's also drawn a walk, so his on base is pretty good at .286. For some limited opportunities so far, we have time called as we have a Thomas University head coach out there at the bleachers talking with the umpire. Head coach Mr. Tom Flanor leading the TU Nighthawks. Of course, you can find out the TU Nighthawks information on TUNighthawks.com. That's where they post all their athletics information. TBCEagles.com here at Trinity Baptist College. There's a ground ball towards second. Maddox will throw to first. And good hustle by Owens. He made that play a little closer than it looked like it would have been at first. But there are 2 outs, and it brings up Parker Laffrey, who started the ball game with a pop-up to the first baseman. Didn't get a chance to tell you about Lafferty in his first at bat. He's hitting .250 on the season. A couple of runs driven in, but he has scored 7 times as the primary leadoff hitter for Coach Copeland and the TBC Eagles. 2 outs, bases empty, and the pitch on the way is in there for strike one.
Go, Bart.
Is Patty Heller, Ryan's mother, cheering on the Eagles, and you just saw him last one, I think, it put in the woods. Here's the 0-1, ground ball towards short. Should be an easy play for Zimchowski, and he throws the first in time, and that retires the side. I'll bet I've said that name 3 or 4 different ways so far this afternoon. Well, the Eagles get the leadoff home run from Ryan Heller, cut the deficit down to 2, and after 2, it's 4-2 Thomas. Part of the batting order due up for Thomas, 4, 5, and 6 as we start the top of the third. Brad Toxin, Turner Maddox, and Jake Bryan are the scheduled hitters. Lana Fletcher for Eagles softball has pitched 6 innings, just 3 runs allowed, and Trinity Baptist, as they start the top of the 7th, leads Dakota College of Bottineau 7-3. So let's hope TBC softball can hold on and get that win. That will be their first of the season. Those 2 teams are playing 4 games this week. 2 today, 2 more Thursday afternoon. Thursday's doubleheader will begin at 10 a.m. and unfortunately we are not going to be able to bring those games. But we're glad to be here on the baseball field this afternoon. Sorry we couldn't bring you much of Game 1. We got here and started that in the 6th inning. But we're glad to be here for the nightcap. Joseph Labus on the mound. He allowed just a hit in his only inning so far. No runs. Michael Davis started. And as we are ready to start the 3rd inning, a couple of umpires and the head coach of Thomas, Mr. Flemore, have a little discussion at first base. And now we are ready to begin. Brad Toxin is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time up. Thomas got 4 in the first. Eagles came back with 1 in the second and 1 in the first as well. Here is the pitch and a high drive, pretty well hit towards center, but that's going to stay up and be caught. And that's 1 out. Ryan Heller makes the catch. Ball looked a little bit deeper off the bat. Got caught up in the wind, which is blowing towards left field, so that one on the right side of the bag got knocked down just a bit, and Heller was able to make the play with ease. So 1 away. Turner Maddox, second baseman, at the plate. He is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Labus, 1 pitch, 1 out. First pitch to Maddox is in there for a strike. Balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. And that one is fouled off. We told you about Joseph's brother, AJ, who is a Trinity Christian Academy 2015 state champion as well. He was a sophomore that year. Joseph, a member of the middle school team at that time. So congratulations to both of them. Pitching college baseball and both doing very well. There's a ground ball towards second. Granado will have an easy play to first. 2 quick outs by Joseph Labus. Jake Bryan, the first baseman at the plate. He got himself an RBI with a ground ball fielder's choice. He reached on an error on that play and then was erased on Skelly's fielder's choice, and Skelly drove in a run as well. Skelly waiting on deck, but there are 2 outs and the base is empty, and this one is downstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Bryan at 246 coming into today's play, and he chops one right up the middle, and that's a base hit for the Nighthawks first baseman. Good piece of hitting. He just made contact, bounced it over Labus's head, and nothing that either Granado or Rogers could do. Heller gets it in quickly, keeps Bryan to a single. 2 outs for the catcher, Chandler Skelly. Told you about his first at-bat, and on the season, Skelly comes into play today at .357. No homers and 4 runs driven in. Skelly did not play in game number 1. His first pitch low and inside. Check again to make sure that is correct. I missed most of game 1 myself. Here is the 1-0. And this one up high, and that's going to allow Bryan to take second base. So that's a wild pitch charged to Labus, his second of the game. That one slipped out of Labus's hands. Now an RBI opportunity for Skelly, who already has 1. 2 balls, no strikes. Labus checks the runner and the pitch, and a good swing and a foul straight back. Bryan is getting himself a nice lead without either middle infielder holding him close, and then getting a terrific secondary. So any ball into the outfield has a great chance of scoring the runner from second. Count of 2-1 on Chandler Skelly. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. A good hard fastball. Probably the best one that Labus has thrown so far. Hello to Tim Heller. Glad you're able to join us here on TBC Eagles, and looking at your comment, you know, that's happened to me a few times too. Ground ball hard, foul down the left field line. Well, Mr. Heller, go ahead and do that walk again next time he comes up, and we'll put another run on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second base. Labus delivers and misses upstairs. Score has been updated on the softball field. The Eagles got a run in the bottom of the 6th, so they're up 8-3. Here is the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that ends the inning. A hit and a wild pitch, and a runner left stranded at second base. Labus looking good through his first 2 innings. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Nighthawks lead 4-2. 4-2 Thomas as we go to the bottom of the third. Renato, Rogers, and Van Sickle are due up 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. Thomas has sent a new pitcher to the mound. Now pitching Owen Simmons. He is 1-2 on the season with a 9.49 earned run average. In 12 1/3 innings pitched, he has allowed 13 earned runs on 18 hits. He has walked 7, but he has struck out an impressive total of 15. So Simmons now on in relief of Austin Langston. And Langston went 2 innings, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, one of those a home run, both runs allowed earned. Walked 1 and did not strike out anyone. Simmons, right-hand pitcher, 6 feet tall, 200-pound sophomore from Conyers, Georgia. First man he will face will be Elvin Granato. Elvin is 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in the first. Simmons winds and delivers and gets a good off-speed pitch in the zone for strike 1. Eagles fell behind 4-2 and then got runs in the first and the second. Looking to cut a little closer here in the third, and a pitch in the dirt. That is ball 1. Patterson in left, Munoz in center, Torres in right. Thompson, the third baseman, Zimakowski at short. Here's the 1-1 down low for ball 2. Turner Maddox at second base, Jake Bryan the first baseman, Chandler Skelly the catcher, and now Owen Simons on the mound.
Your pitch.
2 balls and a strike and a pitch. Grounded hard towards second, but that's going to be an easy play for Maddox. That'll hit it pretty sharply. That's out Mark Rogers has himself an RBI double. I told you about the long ball he hit in game number 1. That's 1 of 2 hits. He drove in 2 runs in that game, and again, got the official game-winning hit for TBC. At the plate now with the bases empty and 1 out. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit into center field, and Rogers keeps his hot bat going. First ball swinging, and it results in a knock for Rogers. Rogers, a junior from Jacksonville Beach. I believe he played at Fletcher High School. Here is Will Van Sickle, also from Jacksonville and a junior, does some pitching as well. Hit a very deep fly ball, almost to the warning track, caught in center field in the first. Runner at first, 1 out. Rogers, good speed and a pitch. This is low for ball 1.
Kid, let's go here, 5.
Let's go, Will. Let's go, kid.
Go, Will. Stay up in here.
1 ball, no strikes. Big lead off first by Rogers. Swung on and missed on a good lively fastball.
Keep that headed. You good?
Hey, get you one, baby, Will.
I'm here, Will.
Hey, I'm not there. I'm not kid. Hey, I'm babe.
We got 5.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Let's go, kid.
Hey, I'm babe, kid.
Simmons from the stretch takes a long look, now delivers and misses outside for ball 2. Eagles softball has tacked on 5 more runs. I thought that 6th inning had ended, but the Eagles are leading 13-3 against Dakota. And a pitch. And of course in softball, 8 runs with the lead after 5, so that ball game should be over. Double check before I say that for certain, however. Mackenzie Fry hit a grand slam, her 2nd home run of the game. She finishes with 7 RBIs. Here is the pitch, and this one is outside. And Van Sickle ahead in the count, 3-2. So Mackenzie Fry, a huge day at the plate, and there's still another ball game to go. Congratulations, TBC Eagles softball, their first win of the season. And they got it in a big way. 3-2, Rogers not going, and ball forward. Puts runners at first and second with a Noah Harder at the plate. He walked his first time up, so no official at bat. Eagles have runners at first and second, and nobody out. Or check that, one out. Renato grounded out to start the inning. Rogers followed with a solid line drive single into center, and Van Sickle just drew the walk. And that first pitch misses low inside.
Let's go, babe. 9. Not bad. Need you here, kid. Need you right here, 9. Let's go, no. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Right,
ball,
9.
no strike.
Come on, 9. There you go, kid.
Simon's got himself into a little bit of a jam, and here's a pitch, and this one misses inside for ball 2.
I'm not 9. I'm not, kid. I'm not. What do you want, no? I'm big 9.
2 balls, no strikes. Harder in the driver's seat, looking to bring home at least one. And the left-handed hitter has a whole lot of room down the right field line. 2 balls, no strikes. Simons from the stretch delivers, and a big rip by Harder, and he comes up empty.
Keep your hand on that ball. Keep your hand on that ball.
2 balls and a strike, 1 out.
I get you one, no, I get you one.
Potential tying runs are on base for the TBC Eagles.
I'm not, kid. I'm not.
Go harder, babe. Get you one, babe.
I'm not, kid.
Long look by Simons. Time called, and a ball called on the pitcher, and that will advance both runners. Rogers to third. Van Sickle to second. Potential tying runs now both in scoring position. Base hit could tie the ball game.
9, they're right there now for you, kid.
Harder ahead, 2-1, only 1 out. First base now open. Ryan playing tight in front of the bag, but well off the line at first. Toxin even with the bag at third. There's a chopper. That should score the run. Throw to first will be in time and dug out by Brian. Rogers scores. That is an RBI for Noah Harder. Van Sickle takes third, and the Eagles have cut the deficit down to 1.
Good job, DJ. Playing baseball.
Credit Jake Bryan with a great play. If that ball gets by, this game is tied. But the Eagles do get 1, and EJ Alvarez is at the plate. Down swinging his first time up. A chance to tie the game. There are 2 outs, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Yep, that softball game is final. Trinity Baptist 13-3 over Dakota College at Bottineau. No balls and a strike to Alvarez. And he takes one low to even the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Simmons taking his time, and a pitch. Alvarez started to flinch, took it, and it's called strike 2.
Let's go, babe. Let's go right here. Let's go, E.
Mackenzie Fry, a grand slam and 7 runs batted in, 2 home runs in game number 1. Keep it going, Mackenzie. You still got another one today.
Let's go, kid.
Here is the 1-2 in the dirt, and the count is even, and Skelly kept that run from scoring and tying the game. Will Van Sickle is at third. He walked, advanced to second on the balk, and then to third on the ground ball by Harder. That ground ball also drove in a run. So 1 run is in. Alvarez trying to tie up the game with a hit. Pitch on the way, and ball 3 low and outside. No action in the Nighthawks bullpen. Now we can't see the Eagles bullpen from the press boxes. That's down below. Payoff pitch on the way. Back. Alvarez gets a piece and stays alive. Mr. Glenn Elm, unfortunately, we're unable to do too much about that net.
Let's go, E, let's go! Hey, you want him now, babe? Let's go, kid! Let's go! I'm not here, let's go, babe! Let's go, E, let's go, kid!
3-2, and the pitch. High, fly ball, and out of play.
Keep it on, let's go!
Hey, get on top of it here, let's go,
So another payoff pitch on the way from Owen Simon.
Let's go, E, let's go, baby, let's eat! Let's go, kid!
Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby, let's go, kid!
3-2, long look, now the pitch. Missed upstairs. Alvarez takes first, Van Sickle is at third, and with 2 outs, Ryan Heller at the plate.
Number 16, Ryan Heller.
Solo home run leading off the second, now with a chance to at least tie the score. Just need to get one through the infield to do that.
Hey, go on, get out, let's go!
With 2 outs, we'll see if Alvarez is going to be on the move. Ryan holding in, but Alvarez getting a nice lead off first. Simons with the pitch, in the dirt, gets by. Here comes Van Sickle. He will score and we're tied at 4. Patience at the plate for the Eagles has resulted in a run, the game-tying run. That is a wild pitch for Simons. Eagles have scored 2 in the inning, and they have come back from 4-0 to tie it up. Heller now with an RBI opportunity to put Trinity Baptist in the lead for the first time in game number 2. Here's the 1-0. Line down the right field line. That is, however, going to be caught on a really nice running catch by Luis Torres. It looked like the Eagles were going to take the lead, but Torres, using his speed and glove work, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Heller hit the ball hard like he did the first time, but the Eagles get 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, and leave 1. After 3, we're tied at 4. Eagles have come back from a 4-0 deficit to tie the score as we go to the 4th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Thomas, Torres, Patterson, and Munoz.
Force.
Joseph Labus ready to start his third inning. And here is the pitch. Popped up on the bunt, and that's going to be a base hit as Torres hustled down the line and got that ball, even though he popped it up, well away from the pitcher. And he was able to beat the play without a throw. That's a second bunt single for Thomas. So Torres aboard. That's the leadoff man for the inning, and Patterson at the plate, the number 9 hitter in the order. Hit a line drive caught by Rogers his first time up. Labus has gone 2 so far, just 1 hit allowed, now 2 after the bunt single. Pitch on the way and misses high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Blowing out towards left center. Modest lead at first. Pitch on the way and is fouled back. 1 ball, no strikes. Patterson at the plate. 2 for 3 in game 1 earlier today. Timeout as a ball came from outside the field of play into center field. That's the reason for the delay. And here comes another one. At that practice field beyond the right field fence, and now the TCA Conquerors middle school team is having their practice back there. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, runner at first. Labus delivers. Patterson showed bunt, pulled back in time for a high fastball, and he took it for ball 2. So now count of 2-1. And the pitch. Ground ball towards second through the glove of Granado. That's going to be an error on the Eagles' second baseman, allowing Torres to reach second, Patterson to reach first. That could have been a double play. Instead, it's 2 on with nobody out. Rodwell Munoz at the plate. He's already 2 for 2 and has scored a run. So with 2 on and nobody out, Harder relays the signals from Coach Copeland. Granado going to try to keep the runner close at second. Van Sickle in front of the runner at first. 2-1 on the way from Labus. Square around a bunt. Munoz pulls back in time for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Labus checks the sign, takes a long look in. Van Sickle charging from first, bunt shown. And this one misses for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Now Harder at third has to stay home and get the play as Rogers is holding the runner close. Munoz bunts through this one. He could get the ball down the third base line. He'd have himself a base hit.
Hold on, kid, hold on.
2 balls and a strike. Pitch on the way, and Munoz showing bunt again, and this one breaks around the plate, and now Munoz ahead 3-1, and we'll see if he's going to swing away well ahead in the count.
Hey, come now, baby, come now. Let's go, dog.
He shows bunt, pops this one up, and he might have done the Eagles a favor on that one because now there are 2 strikes. not completely out of the realm to try to bunt again, but with 2 strikes, you don't want to risk fouling it off again for strike 3.
Hey, win the battle right here, Jojo. Win the battle right here.
Will.
Munoz is hitting .333 coming into today's play with 12 RBIs, and he's the leadoff man for the Nighthawks.
Let's go, kid. Let's go, kid.
3-2, runners not going, swing, and struck him out. Labus reached back for something extra on that one, the best fastball he's thrown.
Number 13.
1 out, still some more work to do. Jason Zimakowski at the plate. He is 1 for 2, a bunt single in the first. He ended up scoring a run in that big 4-run first inning. Eagles will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom half. Chevron, Owens, and Lafferty. Davis delivers a first pitch in the dirt, blocked by Lafferty, and everybody stays put. Well, Eagles softball now trying to go for the sweep. That second game should be starting any moment now. 13-3. Winners over Dakota College Bottineau. Labus from the stretch delivers downstairs, and again blocked by Lafferty, keeping everybody at bay. So 2 balls, no strikes. Jason Zimakowski not showing bunt at all on either of the first 2 pitches.
Go, 3-6.
2 for 2 in game 1, but he did draw a walk and scored a run. And the pitch. All 3 misses upstairs, 1 more will load the bases.
Come on, hey, you got this, Joe. Let's go. You got this.
Missed opportunity for the Eagles earlier in the inning on a potential double play ground ball. That allowed both runners where they are right now. Strikeout later. Zimakowski with the 3-0 takes all the way for strike 1.
Pull it up. Let's go. Pull it up.
Do it again.
Let's go. Hey, fight, kid, fight. Let's go.
Elvin Granado cheering on the Eagles. Enjoy seeing those names pop up on the chat. Here's a 3-1. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Zimakowski disagreed. He shook his head no, but the count is full. Now, good ground ball has a chance to get out of the inning. Let's see if the runners want to try to stay out of the possible double play. On the move, they're not going, but ball 4, and the bases are loaded. First walk allowed by Labus, Torres to third, Patterson to second. Zimakowski now at first for Raines Plant, who was 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. After today's doubleheader, Thomas will be at home against Florida Memorial University. That's an NAIA Sun Conference matchup. A single game on March 19th, Friday night, beginning at 6 p.m. Then a doubleheader with FMU Saturday afternoon, beginning at noon. Thomas will then host the number 9 team in NAIA Freed Hardeman University from Tennessee. Then they're going back on the road down to Miami, St. Thomas University, March 26th and 27th. Labus delivers. There's a ground ball toward Granado. Could be 2. A flip to Rogers for 1. Throw to first. Dugout. No! Van Sickle could not hold on. They do get 1 out. 1 run scores. Torres crosses, and it's 5-4 Thomas. Third RBI of the afternoon in game 2 for Raines Plant. It is unearned, but it's on the board. Now Zimakowski is on third, Plant on first, Brad Toxin at the plate. Had Van Sickle been able to hold on, they would have had the out at first. Fielder's choice credited to Plant and a run batted in. Labus delivers. There's a chopper towards Rogers, and it's under his glove, and another run will score. That's the second error of the inning for the Eagles, and it's 6-4 Thomas.
You're good, Jojo.
Plant stops at second.
Hey, Jojo, you're doing your job.
Toxin aboard at first. 2 outs.
Let's go.
Brings up Turner Maddox. He is 1 for 2 to the run scored. First pitch is inside to Maddox.
Let's go. Get out of this. Let's go.
Tomorrow afternoon, Trinity Baptist will host Edward Waters College starting at 3 p.m. We do plan to bring you both games here on TBC Eagles. 1 ball, no strikes. Lavis delivers and is in there for a strike on a nice little curveball. Lavis has had to work extra this inning, a couple of miscues. Both runs unearned, but they count.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
1-1 with 2 outs to Turner Maddox.
Hey, let's go, 3-6. You got this.
Keep working, JoJo.
Everybody ready now after a slight timeout. Lavis with the 1-1. Line drive into right. That's on the ground for a hit. Here's a runner around third and a good throw cut off by Van Sickle. Alvarez got to the ball quickly, made a good, strong throw, hit the cutoff man exactly the way he should.
One more, JoJo.
Plant took a big turn around third, but put on the brakes. Maddox with a base hit. Bases are loaded. Plant at third, Toxin at second, Maddox at first for Jake Bryan. He's 0 for 2 when he drove in a run in the first. 6-4, Thomas leads. Lavis delivers and misses upstairs for ball 1.
Let's go, kid. Let's go, baby. Let's go, kid. Let's go, JoJo.
2 hits in the inning, 2 very costly errors and a walk. Here is the 1-0, and Bryan pops this one foul out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Thomas with 2 runs in, batting in the top of the 4th, leading 6-4. Pitch on the way, and Bryan helped him out. Chased him well out of the zone, and he's down in the count 1-2.
One more, Joe. One more. Let's go.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bryan helped him again, and that ends the inning. However, Thomas gets 2 unearned runs, 1 hit, a couple of errors, and 3 men left. Eagles fought back from behind earlier. They're trailing by 2 at 6-4 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Patrick Chevron, Dylan Owens, and Parker Lafferty leading off the bottom of the fourth for Trinity Baptist, now trailing by 2 at 6-4. Chevron rounded out to the third baseman his first time up. As we said a moment ago, the Eagles have already come back from a 4-run deficit. Trailing by 2 now, Chevron swings through the first pitch.
Get down to it. Let's go 2-1.
Yeah, everyone talking,
Home
baby.
base Pat. Home base Pat. Let's go 2-1.
And the pitch on the way is taken for strike 2. Chevron, one of our new freshmen here at TBC,
Yeah, battle here.
play pretty much any infield position.
Home base.
Here's the 0-2.
Attaboy.
This is outside. One ball, 2
There you go, Pat.
strikes.
Right 2-1. Right 2-1. Home baby.
Simons had some trouble last inning. Swing and a miss. He gets his first man here in inning
You're right.
number
You're
4.
right.
That's his first strikeout.
Number 24.
So now 1 1/3 innings, 2 runs both earned, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout. With the bases empty and 1 away, Dylan Owens at the plate, 0 for 1, a ground ball to second in the second. They are giving him all kinds of room in the right center field gap. Simons with the pitch, and it looked like Owens was trying to go that way, and he swung through it.
Home babe, Gil. Home babe. Home babe. Home babe, Dylan.
Balls and a strike and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Hey, keep that head on the ball. Keep that head on the ball.
Balls, 2 strikes. Lafferty, the leadoff man, on deck.
There you
1
go.
out, bases empty. Bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and a 3-pitch strikeout for Owen Simons.
Hey, all right.
It's also his second of the day. He's pitching in relief of Austin Langston. Now with 2 outs and the bases empty, Parker Lafferty, pop up and a ground ball. Lafferty in game 1 was 3 for 4 and scored twice.
Go, Parker.
First pitch on the way and down the stairs.
We're gonna leave it in the dirt. Marquez, what do we say about balls in the dirt? Hey, dugout, let's get off. Let's go. What do we say about
Ball,
balls?
no strikes. Simons from the stretch. Catches the outside corner to even the count.
Hey, go, let's go, 1-0. Hey, babe. Hey, let's go, get up, boys, get up.
Ball, 1 strike. Line drive down to left field line, but that one is hooking foul. Lafferty hit that one right on the button, but got out in front. Didn't miss by much, but it was clearly foul.
Here you go. Let's go, Parker, right, baby. Parker's gone. I mean, 1-0. Go 1-0.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Lafferty also getting the other way.
Go, Park. Let's go, Park. Rack head.
Here comes a 1-2. Chopper towards short. Going to be a close play at first. The throw pulls Brian off the bag, but he got the tag on the shoulder, and that ends the inning. Brian, really nice play. Came off the bag, did the swipe, got Lafferty on the shoulder, no argument, and that ends the inning. Eagles go down in order in the 4th, and after 4, trail 6-4. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Nighthawks. Chandler Skelly, Luis Torres, Jacob Patterson as we start the top of the 5th. Thomas 6, Trinity Baptist 4. Thomas got 4 in the first, 2 in the 4th. Only 2 of the 6 runs on the board are earned. The Eagles have committed 3 errors. TBC got 1 in the first, 1 in the second on a home run by Heller, 2 more in the 3rd. New pitcher Robert Herrera on the mound for Trinity Baptist. Joseph Labus went 2 innings, 2 runs but both unearned, allowed 3 hits and a walk. Herrera takes over for Labus. His 4th appearance, 5 1/3 total innings. He has allowed 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned. Herrera has walked 3 and struck out 4. And the first man he will face will be Chandler Skelly. 0 for 2 is Skelly, but an RBI fielder's choice in the first. Herrera from the stretch delivers the first pitch, fastball, swung on and missed. Eagles with the win earlier today, now winners of 3 of their last 4. Fought back from a 4-run deficit to tie it up. Thomas now leads 6-4, and the pitch from Herrera, good fastball, but misses high.
0-1 for. Stay below.
Ball and a strike. Skelly digs in. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That ball dropped out of sight. Good sinker from Herrera. Some room in right center for the right-hand hitter. Time called. No changes that we can see here on the field for the Eagles defense. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch in the dirt to even count it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High pop up over near the dugout, but it's going to go out of play. Count remains 2-2.
Go, Buster.
Herrera working exclusively from the stretch, and the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Robert Buster Herrera gets the first man he faces via the strikeout. And with 1 out, the base is empty. Luis Torres at the plate. Bunted his way aboard in the 4th and scored the first of the 2 runs that Thomas put on the board. 1 for 2, lined hard into right his first time up. That ball was caught on the run by Alvarez in the gap. Here is the first pitch and a high pop up, and this one will go out of play into the Eagles bullpen. No balls and a strike. Herrera delivers and another pop foul. Laffrey giving a chase over near the screen, but that one's out of play as well. So it's 0-2.
Smart.
6-8-0 for Thomas, 4-4-3 for the Eagles. 1 out, base is empty, top of the 5th. Herrera delivers the 0-2 and misses up and away. One ball, 2 strikes. and got away from Herrera. Looked like it just slipped out of his hand, and the count is even at 2-2. Softball game 2 now underway. Eagles looking for the sweep after the big 10-run win in game 1. Dakota has gotten a run in the top of the first. 2-2 from Herrera. Got him!
Attaboy!
Herrera has struck out the first 2 men in the 5th, and number 9 hitter Jacob Patterson at the plate. Lena Springer pitching for Eagles softball. Lana Fletcher was the winning pitcher in game number 1. Two outs, bases empty. Jacob Patterson at the dish. 0 for 2, reached on an error his last time up. And the first pitch, foul tip right into the mitt.
Attaboy, Booster! Come on, let's go!
No balls and a strike. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 5th. And Herrera delivers. There's a ground ball. Fair ball down the left field line, into the corner. Patterson on his way to second with a 2-out double. That ball was so close to the line from our vantage point, could not tell, had to wait for the call. But Patterson is at second with 2 outs.
Number 10, Eagles.
Top of the order, Rodwell Munoz at the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a run scored, but down on strikes in the 4th. Chance for the Nighthawks to extend a current 2-run lead. Herrera has struck out 2 in the inning. That double by Patterson pulled right down the line. Here's the first pitch, and it misses upstairs. One ball, no strikes. Herrera takes a long look, checks the runner, now ready with the pitch. Inside for ball 2. Herrera wanted that call, did not get it. Now he's down in the count. Munoz doubled and scored in the first, singled in the second, got as far as third, and went down on strikes in the 4th. Another ball coming from the practice field. That's the reason for the delay. Two balls, no strikes, ready to resume. Long look back at the runner, now the 2-0. This is high for ball 3. Well, first base is open. Wouldn't be the worst thing if ball 4 happens. You would get a start fresh with the next man, Jason Zimakowski. Here is a 3-0, and ball 4 puts runners at first and second with 2 out.
Number 13, Zimakowski.
Jason Zimakowski has scored twice. Reached on a bunt single in the first. Walked and scored in the 4th. Ground ball to third, sandwiched in between. Pitching coach Jordan Broden, TBC graduate, did some pitching here for 4 years under head coach John Copeland. Broden out to the mound to try to settle down his pitcher. Nighthawks have runners at first and second. Patterson doubled with 2 outs. Munoz just drew the walk. And we are ready to resume play. Zimakowski came into action today at .280. No homers, 11 RBIs. Also scored 11 runs, but he has a couple more. And a chance to drive in an insurance run at second base. Eagles will have 2, 3, and 4 due up in the bottom of the 5th. Herrera with the first pitch, strike called on a breaking ball. With Granado covering, there's a whole lot of room on the ground to the right side. Herrera worked quickly for the first couple of hitters and slowed things down with runners on base. Now the 0-1 on the way. Ground ball towards short. Rogers will field, throw to third, to short route, and that ends the inning. 6-5 on the putout. A double and a walk, but no runs for the Nighthawks. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Eagles coming to bat trailing 6-4. Elvin Granado will lead off the bottom of the 5th, followed by Mark Rogers and Will Van Sickle. Eagles trail 6-4. Granado is 1 for 2, a base hit and a run scored in the first. Eagles softball now batting at the bottom of the 1st, trailing Dakota College 1-0.
Let's go, man.
Simons on the mound for his 3rd inning of work, and he gets a first pitch swing for a strike. 2 innings pitched, 2 runs, both earned. He's allowed just 1 hit, but he has walked 2 and struck out 2.
Let's go, here you go. Come on, let's talk. Here you go, right here now, right here, kid.
And the 0-1 on the way, a good curveball. Granado got a piece of it, he's down 0-2.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, take it right here, Sammy, right here. Let's go. Right here,
Balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Good take and good eye by Granado. From up here, it looked like it was close, but again, our vantage point, tough to tell on the close ones. So here comes the 1-2, and swing and a miss. Ball's in the dirt. Throw will be made to first for the putout. So a strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. Skelly comes up and fires, and there's 1 away. Rogers drove in a run with a double in the first, singled and scored in the 3rd. Good day at the plate for Rogers, who in game 1 had himself 2 hits and 2 RBIs.
All time, let's go. Damn, man. Go Sticks. Come on, Sticks. Keep going, Sticks.
1 out, bases empty. First pitch to Rogers, a curveball, 4 strikes.
That's not you.
Let's go, 1. Is that a babe? Let's go here, babe. Let's go, babe.
Rogers trying to get on base for the middle of the batting order. Van Sickle and Harder are the next scheduled hitters. There is 1 out, and here's the 0-1. And he chased one down into dirt. He's behind 0-2.
Hey, tough with 2, baby!
Hey, let's go, Mark.
Let's go, Mark. Let's go, Mark. All right, kid. Here we go.
Simon's looking a lot sharper than he did his first couple of innings. Here comes the 0-2, and the pitch is routed hard foul into the Eagles dugout.
Let's go 1-1. Let's go.
Had some trouble in the third. He did get a 1-2-3.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
He's got his first man here in the fifth.
Hey, I'm big.
He's retired 5 in a row.
Hey, let's go, Stick.
6 of his last 7.
Here we go, baby. Come on here now. Hey, Stick.
And the 0-2
Atta boy.
is well outside.
He's going.
Mark. Let's go, Mark. Let's go, baby Mark. Let's go,
Wait.
Ball 2 strikes.
Hey.
There's a 3-0-2 coming into this game. And here comes the 1-2. Ground ball towards short. That's going to be an easy throw across the diamond. Zimikowski waited back, had some time, and put some mustard on it for out number 2. So Van Sickle at the plate 0-for-1. That ball he hit in the first looked like it might have had a chance. It just kept on carrying and fell just shy of the warning track. He then walked and scored in the third. So the Jacksonville product now batting with 2 outs and the bases empty. Takes the first pitch at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, right here, Will. I'm not bad. Come on, kid. Let's go, Will.
Let's go, Bob.
Go ahead, kid.
No balls and a strike.
Hey,
And a pitch.
out of the way.
That one broke a little too late around the plate to even the count.
Hey, I'm not bad. Let's go, 5.
Straighten the bats out. Crossing the back.
So the 1-1 on the way from Simons. Line drive, base hit into right. Eagles now have the potential tying run at the plate, but there are 2 out.
Hey, let's go, Noah. Hey, get you one, babe.
And Sickles' first hit of game number 2 was 1-for-3 earlier today. Noah Harder at the plate. He has walked and grounded to short. Timeout called. We have a conference at the mound, and it looks like a new pitcher's coming in for the Nighthawks. That is the case, and we'll tell you all about him in just a minute. We'll be right back on TBC Eagles. New pitcher for the Nighthawks, wearing number 20, Dylan Rutland. Left-handed redshirt junior from Hahira, Georgia. He takes over for Owen Simons, who went 2 2/3 innings, 2 runs, both earned. He is responsible for the runner at first. Simons allowed 2 hits, he walked 2, and he struck out 2. Dylan Rutland making his 4th appearance, all in relief. He has won 1 game with an ERA of 2.16. 8 1/3 innings pitched. He has allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has walked 3 men and struck out 4. The potential tying run is at the plate, and Noah Harder.
Hey, Hey, I'm not 9. Let's go, babe.
Simon's got the first 2 men on a strikeout and a ground ball. Van Sickle then lined one into right for a base hit. Noah Harder at the plate. 4:09 coming into game number 2. He has driven in 11 runs. That leads the Eagles. And a soft toss over to first just to let Van Sickle know you're over there. Lefty on lefty, Harder at the plate. A lot of room down the right field line. And another throw over to first. Van Sickle back. Ryan has made some really nice picks over at first. Ball's in the dirt. High throws. He got a swipe tag on Rogers. He's done a really nice job. Rutland gets a good look at the runner. And a pitch. Breaking ball for a strike.
Attaboy 9, let's go 9. I'm now, babe. Hey, right here, Noah, let's go here. Get you one, babe. Hey, get you one now.
No balls and a strike. And Sickle with a very modest lead at first. And strike 2 on another breaking ball.
Hey, fight now, kid. Fight here. Hey, battle here, get you one, babe. Let's go 9.
3, 4, 5 do up for the Nighthawks in the top of the 6th. Plant, Toxin, and Maddox. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball, base hit into right. Van Sickle will come on to third. And the throw goes to second. That is a base hit for Harder and puts the potential tying runs on base.
Turn me up.
EJ Alvarez will step up. Chance to drive in a run. He has struck out and walked. Another base hit will tie the ball game. Skelly has been a brick wall behind the plate. The only one that got by him, the other 2 were on pitches well away from him. Rutland's first pitch swung on and missed. That was a good, hard fastball at the knees. Alvarez tried to get that one up into the wind. Wind is blowing out at about 8 to 10 miles per hour towards left center. And the pitch, high fly ball, but not deep enough. And that's going to be an easy catch in center field by Munoz, and that ends the inning. Eagles get 2 hits with 2 outs, but do not score. And after 5, it is Thomas 6, Eagles 4. Plant, Toxin, and Maddox due up for the Nighthawks. Hitters 3, 4, and 5. Raines Plant has driven in 3 of the 6 runs. Did that with a 2-run double in the first and an RBI ground ball fielder's choice in the 4th. Hustled down the line and beat the relay through the first and avoided the double play. Robert Herrera will start his 2nd inning of work. Struck out 2 and walked 1 and gave up 1 hit 1 inning ago, but no runs. Softball got a run in the bottom of the first to tie the score at 1-1, but Dakota has scored again in the second. So Dakota Bottineau leads 2-1, trying to earn the split. TBC won game 1 13-3. Mackenzie Fry homered twice, one of those a grand slam, and she drove in a total of 7 runs. So let's hope the TBC Eagles softball can keep the bats going in game number 2. Right now, it is Rains Plant at the plate, and the first pitch is low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes.
Come on, kid.
And the pitch is blown outside, so it's 2-0.
Hold up.
2 balls, no strikes. Blake came into action today, over 300, 302 on the season, 6 RBIs, swings and foul tips this one off. 2-1 the count. Nighthawks batting in the top of the 6th, first batter of the inning. 6-4 Nighthawks lead. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Eagles 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors. 2-1 on the way, is in the dirt for ball 3.
Hey, no freebies, kid. Let's go.
3 balls and a strike. Heller taking his time, getting set, now ready from the stretch. High pop up, down the left field line, 2 men giving chase, but that one is out of play. 7, 8, 9 due up for TBC in the bottom of the 6th. Heller, Chevron, and Owens. Herrera trying to keep this a 2-run game and give his offense a chance to make their second comeback of the game. Payoff pitch. And another one fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Herrera a long look in, now ready, 3-2 on the way, misses high for ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard in the 6th.
Hey, got something on the ground, kid. Let's go.
Walk number 2 allowed by Herrera. Nobody out, runner at first for third baseman Brad Toxin. 0 for 3, reached on an errors last time.
Number 6.
Hold up, kid. Hold up. Hey, let's roll it. Here we go, Bus. Let's go, Bus.
We have a runner at first base. See who that gentleman is. I believe, if I'm seeing things correctly, that is Anthony Dorak taking over at first base. So Dorak at first. No stolen base attempts on the season. Herrera from the stretch. This is inside for ball 1. Toxin hitting .310 entering play today. 14 RBIs. Runners on the move. The pitch is inside. Lafferty's throw to second, not in time. First stolen base of the season for Anthony Dorak. And the Nighthawks have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Two balls, no strikes. Nighthawks looking to tack on an insurance run. They have 3 outs to work with, and the pitch is fouled straight back. 2-1. Herrera checks the runner. Now delivers. And misses inside. Eagles back here on the home field tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. against Edward Waters College. Edward Waters split with Toccoa a couple of days ago and won the series 3-2. Split that doubleheader. Here's a 2-1 and fouled straight back, and the count is even at 2-2. After tomorrow's doubleheader, Eagles have a little time off before traveling to Denmark, South Carolina, and playing 3 at Voorhees College March 26th, and a doubleheader on the 27th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. And this one is pulled foul down the left side. After the 3-game set at Voorhees, back here on the home field, April 2nd and 3rd against Florida National University, and the big rivalry series, April 9th and 10th against Toccoa Falls College. Bob Jones University will play its first season of baseball. There will be 3 up there in Greenville in early April, and right at the end of April into May, 3 games against the Bruins here on the home field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a foul tip. And Toxin stays alive.
Good job, bud. Win the battle. Win the battle right here. Hold on, Buster.
April 30th and May 1st, doubleheader on May 1st against Bob Jones. That's the end of the regular season. There's some games with Edward Waters and Voorhees also on the home field a little bit later on as well. And the pitch, ball 4, puts runners at first and second with nobody out. Herrera started his outing with 2 consecutive strikeouts and ran into a little trouble, and now he has walked 2 to start the bottom or top of the 6th. Time called. Coach Copeland heads out to the mound, and we'll take a break ourselves. Be right back on TBC Eagles. The new man on the mound for the Eagles is Kanan Myers, a freshman from Citra, Florida. He will take over for Herrera, and he inherits a tough situation. 2 on, nobody out. Herrera with 1+ innings, no runs, but he is responsible for the 2 on base, so should one or both score, that would go to the charge of Herrera. He allowed 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 2, or rather walked 3. Kanan Myers on in relief. No wins, 1 loss, making his 6th relief appearance. 4 total innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs. He has walked 7 and struck out 4. Turner Maddox at the plate, 2 for 3 with a run scored. 2 on, nobody out. Myers from the stretch delivers and misses in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Anthony Dorick is a runner at second. He ran for Rains Plant after Plant led off the inning with a walk. Dorick stole second base, then Toxin walked. Pitch on the way, and it's just off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out. Myers trying to work out of the jam, and it's 2-0, and the pitch swung on and fouled off. Eagles softball now batting in the bottom of the 2nd. They have just taken the lead 3-2 over Dakota College. 2 balls and a strike. Myers checks the runners and delivers. And a ground ball headed toward the hole. That's going to be fielded to throw to first. Myers covering. And he out recorded as a throw in the dirt. And Myers digs it out. Both runners do advance, but a really nice job by the pitcher. That'll be a 4-1 put out. But Jake Bryan now has 2 men in scoring position. He's driven in a run. He is 1 for 3. That base hit came in the 3rd. A bases loaded walk and a steal of home have given the softball team a 3-2 lead in the 2nd. Pitch on the way, gets by. Lafferty giving chase. He won't get there in time, and a run is in. Dorak scores, and the Nighthawks lead 7-4. Also on the play, Toxin advances to 3rd. That will be a wild pitch, charged to Kanan Myers. The run goes to Herrera, and he is also responsible for the runner at 3rd. Bryan now trying to give his team 1 more insurance run. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch misses outside. Eagles will have to battle from behind if they want to try to earn the sweep. Thomas looking for the split. Eagles won the first game 7-4. All 4 infielders in on the grass, and Bryan fouls this one off. Eagles softball also looking for the sweep, and they will play Dakota College of Bottineau twice again on Thursday beginning at 10 a.m. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out, runner at 3rd, pitch, high fly ball, but well foul out of play.
Let's go, Kanan, I'm now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brad Toxin is the runner at 3rd. Myers gets a good look at the runner and delivers a 2-2. Lafferty blocks the ball in the dirt. Myers came in, got a ground ball out, and then a wild pitch allowed the run to score. Here's a 3-2. High fly ball. Should be deep enough. Nope, Heller's charging in as the wind knocked that one down. A runner starts, and a good throw by Heller, and the Eagles outfielders have done a nice job hitting the cutoff man. That ball just kind of died as it got out towards center field. The wind is blowing across from right to left. May have knocked that one down. A break for the Eagles, and that's out number 2. We have a pinch hitter up to the plate for Chandler Skelly. Ethan Friesen at the plate. Friesen hitting .361 on the season. He takes a strike. No homers, 6 RBIs. We'll see what the defensive alignment is for the Nighthawks when the Eagles come up in the bottom half. That one was inside to even the count at 1-1. Infielders now with 2 outs can play back and get the out at first. 2 walks started the inning, then a ground ball with a wild pitch allowed the run to score. Now 2 outs with the runner at third. Myers delivers the 1-1. Ground ball towards third. Harder fields, throws to first. In time, side retired. 1 run, 2 walks, 1 man left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. A 3-run lead for the Nighthawks.
Oh, come on.
Top of the 7th, last inning of a doubleheader game. They go 7 innings. Torres, Patterson, and Munoz will be the scheduled hitters for Thomas, and the Nighthawks lead 7-4. 4 of those 7 runs unearned. Eagles have committed 3 errors. Now looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, Heller, Chevron, and Owens will be go up for Trinity Baptist. Ethan Friesen, who pinch hit for Chandler Skelly, stays in the game. He's now doing the catching. 6th inning, not 7th. My mistake. Thank you for straightening things out. Bottom of the 6th. I'm looking at the wrong page of my scorebook. I'm going to make a mistake once in a while. Okay? Only one who ever walked the earth never made a mistake. That's not me. So Ryan Heller is leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. He has homered and lined hard to right. Going to have that one run down. And the first pitch to Heller, high fly ball towards left center. That one is going to be caught in the gap. Jacob Patterson makes the catch. Heller has hit the ball hard 3 times. He's getting some good looks at the pitching, but that's out number 1. Well, looking ahead to the top of the 7th, it will be Torres, Patterson, and Munoz for the Nighthawks.
Hey, let's go 2-1. Let's go, man. Let's go, Patrick.
Patrick Chevron. He's 0 for 2, a ground ball and a strikeout. And he takes the first pitch for strike 1.
Hey, I'm down 2-1. Let's go.
Good fastball by Dylan Rutland, who took over 1 inning ago, allowed a base hit, but then got the final out of the inning. So 1/3 of an inning so far for Rutland and 1 hit to his credit. No balls, 2 strikes to Chevron and a pitch outside and a good eye by the batter.
Hey, let's go here, Patrick. Let's go now. Let's go, Patty. I'm back. Let's go, Patty. Let's go, Pat. I'm not Patrick.
Now able to wind up as he started the inning fresh. And the pitch, fastball driven into center, but that's going to be an easy play for Munoz.
Hey,
One or 2 away. Owens trying to keep the inning alive for the top of the order. Owens has grounded to second and struck out. Eagle softball took the lead in the bottom of the second. Now lead Dakota Bottineau 3-2 as Bottineau bats in the third. These are home games for the Eagles, who won 13-3 earlier.
Go, Barry. I'm not Barry.
Rutland's first pitch to Owen is a fastball upstairs. We do plan to bring both games of tomorrow's doubleheader to you beginning at 3 p.m. against the Tigers of Edward Waters College. There's the 1-0 and the pitch. This is inside. Owens now ahead, 2 balls, no strikes.
Hey, got me on T, kid. Come on, Dylan.
Dylan right here, kid. Oh.
Pitch on the way, and that one catches the knees for strike 1.
Let's go, 2-4. I'm not, kid. Find a way. Let's go, Dylan.
I'm at 2-4, I'm in.
Come on, Dylan. I'm not, Dylan. I'm back.
Rutland ready with the 2-1. Good fastball right down the middle. As it stands now, the pitchers of record are Owen Simons for Thomas. He would be the winner if the score holds up. Of course, there's still another inning to go. Joseph Labus on the hook for the Eagles. And the pitch. There's a chopper towards third. The charge and the throw from Toxin in time to retire the side.
Hold on, then we'll score. Let's go.
1, 2, 3 for the Eagles in the 6th, and now we go to the 7th. It is 7-4 Nighthawks. Tristan Petty takes over on the mound for the Eagles. Kanan Myers worked 1 inning. He came on with 2 men on base. A run scored, but that run not charged to Myers. He got all 3 men he faced. The run scored on a wild pitch. So Tristan Petty on the mound, making his 4th appearance for Trinity Baptist. Of course, you don't want to overwork the bullpen too much today, because you have 2 more against Ed Waters just 24 hours from now. Actually less than that, as they start at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. 3 men that Petty is scheduled to face are Luis Torres, Jacob Patterson, and Rodwell Nunez. Torres will step up first. Got an infield bunt single in the fourth and ended up scoring a run. And Dakota Bottineau has taken a 4-3 lead over TBC Eagles softball.
Let's go, Tristan.
The game in the top of the third. Torres at the plate.
Let's go, Tristan.
Petty getting ready for his first pitch. And it is grounded towards second. Granado will field cleanly and throw to first. Right on target for out number one. Tristan Petty, a freshman from Paxton, Florida, also can play many positions. Been mainly a pitcher so far in the early going, and he will face with one out and the bases empty, number 9 man Jacob Patterson. One out, bases empty. Pitch on the way, and it's right at the knees for a strike. Bottineau got a 2-run double from a young lady named Sereno. And Bottineau leads TBC now 4-3. 1 ball, no strikes, or 1 ball, 1 strike now for that ball in the dirt. Patterson swings and fouls this one off. Patterson doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 3. Had 2 hits in the opener and scored a run. So 3 for 6 on the day with a run scored. Not a bad job. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty, top of the 7th. Strike 3 call. That is out number 2, and Petty with a good fastball got his man. 2 away. First strikeout for Petty. Top of the order, Rodwell Munoz at the plate. He's been on base 3 out of 4 times. Walked his last time up, 2 for 3 with a run scored officially. He scored the first run of the ball game. 0 for 4 in game 1. First pitch outside. Eagles will have their top 3, Laffrey, Granado, and Rogers, ready to go in the bottom half of the 7th, but they're going to have to rally. At the moment, it's 7-4. Petty trying to keep it right there, and he's looked pretty sharp. That one's on the inside corner for a strike. Got a ground ball and a strikeout. Base is empty, 2 men out. And the 1-1 misses up and in. 2 balls and a strike. No defensive changes for the Eagles. Here's a 2-1 and a foul ball. Evens the count at 2-2.
Hey, you guys pitch right here. You guys pitch right here. Sit down.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Petty delivers. Ground ball towards short. Rogers will charge. Throw to first. Just in time to get the batter at first. Excellent play by Mark Rogers, who's played well defensively and with the bat. 1, 2, 3 for Petty and the Eagles, and they come up trailing 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. try to notch down the save. It is a save situation with a 3-run lead. The 6'2", 210-pound redshirt senior from the Bronx will try to shut the door on the Eagles and give the Nighthawks the doubleheader split. 7-4 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Lafferty, Granado, and Rogers are the scheduled hitters for Trinity Baptist. Ryan makes his 6th appearance, all in relief. 10 2/3 innings, 5.91 ERA. He has allowed 14 hits, 14 runs, or check that, 11 runs, 7 earned. He has walked 4. He has struck out 16 men in 10 2/3 innings. Eagles need at least 2 base runners. Lafferty will try to be number 1. He is a leadoff hitter. He pitched from Moran. Whoa, that was a fastball for a strike.
There you go.
Softball did not score in the bottom of the 3rd, trailing Dakota College 4-3, now in the top of the 4th.
There you go.
This young man's first pitch was a blazing fastball. Moving from the stretch, here is the 0-1. And it's in the dirt, and the count is even at 1-1. Ron is not going to save. This is a save situation. And the 1-1. High pop-up, shallow right field. Should be an easy catch, and it's made behind the infield dirt. 1 away. Turner Maddox calls off the right fielder and is able to put that one away. Noah Harder got the save in Game 1. Will Van Sickle was the winning pitcher. 5 1/3 innings, just 2 earned runs allowed, 5 hits. Van Sickle walked 2 and struck out 7. Merrick, another blazing fastball. Pitch on the way and swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. So a count of 1-2 with 1 out, the base is empty. Again, the Eagles need at least 2 base runners. Balls, no strikes. Fastball, this is low for all 3.
Get you one now. Battle here, 7, let's go, man.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ran 6'2", 200. Eagles trying to keep that from happening. Renato at the plate.
Right here, Elvin. Let's go now. Let's go, Elvin.
A long look in with that runner aboard and 1 out.
Let's go, Mark.
Rogers 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Van Sickle and Harder are the next scheduled hitters. 7-9-0 for the Nighthawks, 4-6-3 for the Eagles. Balls and a strike. Throw over to first, just a soft toss, and Renato back in plenty of time. We're trailing by 3. Not going to take too many chances on the base paths. Eagles need 1 more base runner to bring the tying run to the plate.
I'm not bad. Right here, Mark.
I'm in 1. Let's go, Sticks.
No balls and a strike. Rogers digs in. Moran delivers, and this one is fouled away. That one off to the right side. I understand there's a little video choppiness going on. We'll let you know what's happening on the field. No balls, 2 strikes. Rogers looking to get on base. Van Sickle next. Harder to follow should they keep the inning alive. Here comes the 0-2. And another foul ball. A good swing by Rogers. And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Mark. Go. Go here, kid. Go 1-1. Hey, get close, kid. Come on. Come on. Let's go, kid. Battle here. Come on. Hey, win this here. Let's go 1-1.
Another 0-2 pitch coming from Moran.
Let's go, Mark. Let's go.
On the way and lifted high into right center field. 2 men giving chase. That ball's on the ground. The throw to second. Not in time. Renato had to hold up, and a little bit of miscommunication appeared in center field, and a big break for the Eagles. That is Rogers' 3rd hit of the ball game. Will Van Sickle now has a chance to drive in a run and keep this going. Eagles trailing 7-4, now with the potential tying run at the plate. Noah Harder is on deck. E.J. Alvarez would follow. 1 out. 2 men on base. Both Torres and Munoz converge on that, and that one dropped right in between them. And the first pitch fastball on the outside corner to Van Sickle. He has flied out deep to center, walked and scored. Last time up, lined a base hit into right.
Hey, come now, Will. Let's go, Will.
No balls and a strike. Left-hand hitter digs in. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That ball, I'm guessing, over 90 miles per hour. So the 0-2. Infielders playing back. 3-run lead. Pitch, ground ball, could be 2. If so, it would end the game. To flip to second for 1. Throw to first. Van Sickle hustling and beats the play. Game still going, but there are 2 outs. Fielder's choice. Rogers out at second, 6-4. Good hustle by Van Sickle. Renato at third. Noah Harder at the plate. Van Sickle now being called off. There Eagles. Christian Nieves heads down to first base. A freshman from Isabel, Puerto Rico. Takes over for Will Van Sickle. Eagles in the dugout, cheering on their teammates out there on the field. There are 2 outs. Harder left-handed hitter, 1 for 2 plus a walk, and the pitch. This is low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. All game going right down to the wire. Eagles have the tying run at the plate in Noah Harder. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away, but the Eagles not taking any chances with 2 out. Lights have come on. They're not going to take effect yet. That's more for the high school game that follows. That game is scheduled to start at 7. It's probably going to start a little late. Trinity Christian Academy taking on number 1, according to Max Preps, St. John's Country Day School. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pitch. Check swing, and Harder held up in time, and it's 2-1. Balls and a strike. Nighthawks in field again, playing back. They need just 1 more out to close this one off. Should Harder reach, E.J. Alvarez would bat next, and he would represent the potential winning run. Harder has to get aboard, however. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The Eagles are down to their final strike. Trinity won the first game 7-4. Thomas trying to do the same here in game 2. It is 7-4. Two balls, 2 strikes. Want to get it done here if you're the pitcher. Don't want to go full count. And the pitch. Ball gets away. Runner coming home. Another runner in the scoring position. In a count of 3-2 on Noah Harder. Renato scores. Wild pitch charged to the pitcher.
It's not over. It's not over. Let's go, baby.
And just as, if not more importantly, Nieves now in scoring position with the potential tying run. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A base hit will likely tie the game.
Let's go. Hey, let's go for it, kid. Need you on.
Infield deep. Trying to knock this one down at the very least to keep that runner from scoring. Here is the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the ball game. Well, the Eagles got a run. Had the tying run at the plate. Unable to push that tying run across, and that ends the game. Final score, Thomas 7, Trinity Baptist 5. The teams split the doubleheader. A 7-4 win for Trinity Baptist in game number 1. Mark Rogers, a 2-run homer with a game winner in that earlier game. Ryan Heller went deep in game number 2. The winning pitcher is Owen Simons, 2 2/3, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Joseph Labus takes the loss, 2 unearned runs in 2 innings pitched. That's going to do it for us here on this Tuesday night. Tomorrow afternoon, Edward Waters College comes from downtown to the west side in a battle of the Jacksonville schools. For Dean Bureau on camera, head coach John Copeland and athletic director John D. Jones, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist